Today, I feel as giddy as a child. I'm so excited. Today is a day at the beach. Well, this is certainly a very special location on such a glorious day. At least I think it's going to be glorious. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and there's just a bit of a cool breeze coming off the sea, but not much cloud, and the forecast is 28 degrees. So I decided to come out in the van down to the seaside. Found myself a quiet spot, at least it's quiet at the moment. I hope it stays that way. It's a bit of a hidden away corner. And my plans today, because normally when I go away in the van, and almost all the videos I've done, I always cook inside the van. And when the weather is like this, you really don't want to be in the van. You want to be outside enjoying the sunshine. And I thought you might be interested in looking at some of the equipment that we use for cooking when the weather is lovely, for cooking al fresco. So we have a few different things to cook on depending on where we are and whether we're near fuel, wood for example. So everything from stick stoves, barbecues, a few new gadgets that I will show you. But today I'm starting with something basic and probably something you all have. The good old portable gas stove. So I'm planning on cooking a bit of lunch on here outside. But first, I'm just going to enjoy a nice cup of coffee and sit outside. Well, that was a great day at the beach yesterday. It was scorching hot, but lovely cool breeze and perfect for enjoying a bit of al fresco food on the beach. So what I used yesterday was portable gas stove. They are everywhere. You can buy them anywhere really. I will put a link for one similar to mine in the description below that you can get from Amazon, and you should be able to get one for around about £20 or even less. And they run on butane gas canisters, which you can shop around for these. You can pick them up for a pack of 4 for £5 or under. And I have generally worked to the sort of rule of thumb that one canister will last me for 1 or 2 nights camping using the stove outside. Now, before we had the kitchen conversion in the Bongo, this was our main source of cooking in the van and obviously outside the van as well. So it's been used loads. I've probably had this one for maybe 15 years, and even before having a camper van I used it for sort of cooking on the beach and on tent camping as well. I suppose the advantages of something like this is they are readily available, pretty inexpensive, it's quite light and compact-ish. You wouldn't be taking it hiking obviously, but it's quite light if you were going to walk from the car or the van to the beach. You can use it pretty much anywhere, so it's totally off-grid, very easy to set up. It's packed in this little case. Mine has lost all the handles now, as I said, because it is quite old. But the grill plate just reverses down. The gas canister goes in this little section, and there's a little there. Then there's a catch where you sort of connect the canister. So that's locked. And it's a simple one operation to light it. I'm not going to leave that on, it is way too hot in here. And adjust your flame. And then off, unlock it. Another advantage, relatively cheap to run. As I said, the canisters you can pick up, pack of 4. I picked it up in B&M Bargains the other day, pack of 4 canisters for £5. So, you know, not massively expensive. The other thing I like about it is the flame, as you saw, is quite controllable. So if you are sort of cooking burgers, as we did yesterday, for example, you can sort of control the heat quite easily, whereas you can't always do that with a barbecue, and that's why a lot of us tend to end up with barbecued food that's burnt on the outside and the risk of being uncooked inside. So from my point of view, I think this is safer to cook because you can control the flame and the heat. Disadvantages, although it is relatively light and compact, it's not for hiking, as I said. So if you were hiking, there are camping, much smaller camping gas stoves that you could use. I can't really think of many disadvantages for this. It is so useful. Major advantage is, from my point of view, the versatility of these stoves. And if you combine the convenience of this stove with the Ridgemonkey pans, I know I go on about these Ridgemonkeys, but I absolutely love them. Either the Sandwich Toaster XL or the multi-pan, combined with these guys, using this, there is no end to what you can cook on the beach or in your garden or camping or anywhere outside. And it is lovely if you've got nice weather to be able to cook outside. So I've used my Ridgemonkey Sandwich Toaster to cook scones in it. Can you imagine knocking up some scones on the beach? Just watch the sand. Obviously toasted sandwich on the beach after work, why not? Down to chilies, spaghetti bolognese. There's just, the limit is your imagination really. Paellas, yeah, so there are lots of fancy gear to use now for sort of outdoor cooking, but although this is basic, to my mind it is absolutely like probably the one item of outdoor cooking that we use more than anything. Another advantage of this type of stove is the flame is quite clean, so you don't end up with soot on your pans, which you can do if you use some type of, well, for example, the stick stoves, which I will be talking about in a future episode. They are great and they're very convenient, but they do leave a little bit of soot on your pans. But whereas this, it's a gas flame, so you don't get that problem. So the pans are easy to clean. Yeah, so now I'm sitting here I'm just thinking of all the things that I want to cook on the beach. And that's a surefire way to impress your friends. Easy peasy van pizza, link below. Yeah, bit of naan bread, tomato puree, some cheese, your Ridgemonkey sandwich toaster down the beach. Yeah, what better way in this hot weather than cooking up a storm outside, anywhere, your playing fields, garden parties, yeah, not to mention the beach, obviously. So that brings me to the end of this episode. As I said, I will be talking about a few different gadgets that we use. This is part 1, so do remember to subscribe. Next week I'll be talking about our fire anchor, so that's coming up on the next video. But meanwhile, I hope you enjoyed this one. We certainly had a great day yesterday. As you probably saw on the film, I turned up at the beach on my own, and then Richard joined in. He obviously heard that I was going to be cooking burgers, so he came down and had a burger with me, and just a nice chill on the beach, and it was lovely. So I hope you are all staying cool and using your vans and just getting out and about, really. So yeah, drop a comment below and let me know what you use for cooking al fresco, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.